Eat, be what you have.
Alrighty. Hi, everyone. I'm Chrissy Chin with ulalavender.com, and I have the great privilege of interviewing Becky Webb with rootedblessings.com.
Hi,
Hi, Becky. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good, good. It looks sunny there.
Yeah, it's kind of overcast
All right.
right now.
Perfect. Can you tell us a little bit about your background and how you got started blogging and all of that?
Sure. It was about almost 7 years ago. I had had my first son, and I was trying to figure out how to make some income from home. So I started my first blog. It was just kind of a regular mommy blog. I didn't really have a niche. I didn't really have a focus. But I learned a lot over that time blogging and just learning from other bloggers. I attended some blogging conferences, which actually got my husband his former job. Um, and so I had blogged for a couple years that way with just my mommy blog, and then I decided that I couldn't keep up, and I quit blogging for a while, but I always kept getting the itch to go back and start blogging again. And so in September, actually the end of August, early September of 2013, I started my current blog, rootedblessings.com. And since then, I've been just blogging and continuing to love it and learn. I'm just like a total information junkie, and so I love blogging. I love reading blogs. I'm a nutritional therapy practitioner and a childbirth doula. And I've also studied herbalism and aromatherapy and some other things. So, yeah, that's kind of my background.
Awesome. And so how long were you blogging before you started with Young Living when you went back?
Okay, so when I first started blogging with this new blog, it was in the end of August, early September of 2013. And then, so I'd been blogging for September, October, November, about 3 months until before I started with Young Living. So I started with Young Living around the end of November, early December of 2013.
That's great. And so you sort of introduced Young Living to your blog just because it added that extra aspect of health and wellness that you were already blogging about, correct?
Yeah, I mean, I found my focus to be health and wellness, healthy living, just encouraging people to have a healthier lifestyle. I've worked with plenty of other bloggers that have other focuses that Young Living still works for their blog, and they still have used it in order to increase their income on their blog just because they are so passionate about the products. But yeah, that was that was just another avenue, another tool that I've used in order to encourage families to maintain good health with Young Living. It's just fit in really well because our family loves the product so well loves the product so much that it's just fit in great to be able to blog about it as well.
That's awesome. And how long did it take you to start seeing income benefits from adding Young Living into your blog?
You know, it didn't take very long at all. Young Living has a super, super generous compensation program. When a member gets started with a premium starter kit, which is actually the best way to get started with Young Living, it's the most inexpensive way to get everything, to really start experimenting with your oils, to start using your oils. You get a diffuser. So I really believe in the starter kits. I think families should all have a starter kit because that's how they really find when the essential oils start really changing their lives, when they really start using the starter kits. So when a member signs up with a premium starter kit, you will make $50, which is very generous. Young Living pretty much makes nothing on the starter kits. And then for the first 3 months, you get paid 25%. And then after that, you get a percentage, of their earnings. And then if they sign anyone up, you get a percentage of their earnings, not of their earnings, but earnings as well. And so it compounds very, very quickly and very, very easily, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, they've got a great compensation plan. How many signups a month would you say come directly from your blog versus the other things that you do, like local classes and things like that?
It really depends. I mean, we've had months where it's been pretty amazing. I mean, I'd say anywhere between 10 and 40 signups per month. I think yeah, the upper ends of the 30s was probably one of the best months that I've had. So, and I know that I don't have quite as much traffic as some other bloggers do. So I mean, I know some of my other bloggers that have a lot more traffic actually get a lot more signups a month too. And then some of the bloggers that have, you know, not quite as much traffic also have, you know, a great turnout too, a significant number of signups.
Yeah, because there's lots of different ways. Because there's lots of different ways that you can make money through your blog, which most bloggers know. But if you think about it with Young Living, how Becky mentioned that $50 per sign up, if she's getting 10 signups, between 10 and 40, that's between $500 and $2,000 extra dollars a month just from incorporating Young Living into your blog, correct?
Right, right. So that is my little monkey down here. Right, so then that is just kind of a base too. I mean, as you grow your business, you see a lot more income potential than that. As bloggers, a lot of us are also connected to other bloggers. So if you are, you know, a couple of blogging friends that you're like, hey, why don't you do this with me? You can see your income potential grow even a lot faster. And that's actually what I did when I first got it started. I had a couple friends, and I went to them and I was like, hey, this is awesome. It's a really awesome product. And I was kind of said, you're going to do this with me, all right? Because, yeah, as bloggers, we're all very minded that we want a lot of different streams of income for our blogs. So, you know, these blogger friends of mine right away pretty much said, oh, yeah, I'll do that too. And it just, I mean, it really increased that income potential quickly.
Do you feel that Young Living has positively influenced your blog, like created more followers that you wouldn't necessarily have otherwise?
You know, I feel like it's really positively influenced my blog in terms of community. I feel like the people that have come to me are just really, they're excited about the community as well that we provide with Young Living Oils. So those that are part of our team are part of that community as well, which also makes them, you know, part of the blog community too. So I've seen that, as well as bring just people from different audiences, different walks of life to the blog as well. I mean, I have like the age range of my audience is just kind of all over. I think a lot of it's due to the Young Living Oils.
That's awesome. So you'd say Young Living has positively influenced your blog, and having a blog has positively influenced your Young Living business, and they kind of synergistically just seem to go hand in hand.
Yeah, I mean, they really have in so many ways. And not only that, but it's also grown my relationship with, you know, a lot of these other bloggers that I've been able to do projects with as well. So not only have I had the benefit of, you know, the audience and the community there, but also the community I have as I've grown in these relationships with bloggers. You know, we've collaborated on projects for essential oils with Young Living, as well as, you know, other things related to our blogs too.
That's awesome. And you mentioned the income disclosure. Now, I'm not going to ask you exactly what you make, you know, every month with Young Living, but can you give a little bit more insight as to, you know, we mentioned, you know, if you're getting 10 signups a month, what you could be making for base, but what about beyond that?
Okay, so I am a diamond. I hit Young Living, diamond with Young Living last February. I'll just pull up the income, just screen share the income disclosure here. Hopefully it'll let me. Here it comes, hopefully. Just to give you a little bit of idea of what I've been making. Whoops. Can you see it?
Yeah.
No.
For some reason, I think maybe they can't see it.
I can't see it.
Piper's saying, I can't see it. Okay, so here's the income disclosure. Let me go to my window so I can move it around. So you see I'm a diamond right there. My average monthly income is just a little bit below that. It's not quite $32,000, but I have seen significant, so it's not terribly below that, but I have seen, significant income every single month with it. I've had a few months where we had some major issues going on with my family, and a lot of bloggers know that in order to keep getting traffic, you have to keep up with blogging for the most part, unless you already have a ton of content on your blog. And I had an issue with my son like several months ago, where I wasn't able to blog or really work hardly at all for about a month. And I still saw my income maintain itself pretty much through Young Living. So, so you can just take a look here and see that, executives will make around 617. I experienced that around that as an executive. Silver a couple grand. Gold, you're getting up into a decent income. Platinum's a very good income, and then diamond as well. So, I mean, the income potential is just fantastic. And I actually know my sponsor is also a blogger. She actually has a decor blog, and she's a crown diamond, so she's actually ranked above me. And they've been able to pay off tons of debt, and just have seen, it's just been amazing, the income potential. And if you read anything about network marketing at all, network marketing sometimes has its connotations, but the great thing about this company is that the products really do sell themselves, so you're not really just trying to sell stuff all the time, I think, which is annoying for people.
Yeah, they definitely do. I got started in this completely by accident. Was never planning on teaching classes or sharing about Young Living, and just fell in love with the oils and their other toxic-free products, and just sort of went with it. And as your diamond income, I am a nurse. That's my background. I would never, ever, ever make that much money monthly. Yeah. And as an executive, I'm making double what it says on that chart. So there's potential to do above and beyond even what that says. So I think it's a really amazing company, and something really positive to add to all the things that people are already doing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that chart is just, averages too. A lot of people will make more than that. And so, yeah, it's amazing. The income potential is just like no other, really.
That's great. Is there anything else that you want to add, to other bloggers out there who are thinking of considering adding Young Living into their blog?
Well, I would say that if you're not so sure, even if you're not so sure about the business model, I would say buy a premium starter kit and try it out. That's the other great thing, is like when I talk about it to my audience, it's like there's no strings to attach to it. So I'm not committing them to some kind of auto ship, or some kind of, they don't have to spend a monthly amount, checking out the products. And so if you buy a premium starter kit, and you're really like, I don't like this, which never happens, but if it did for some crazy fluke of a reason, then there's no more obligations. And either way, it's going to change your life. If you really learn to use the essential oils, it's going to change your life. It's going to change the life of your family. And that's really how these products work. It starts changing the life of our members and their families, and then they just want to go tell people about it. And that's what bloggers do, with their content. And so I just don't feel like there's any reason not to try it.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out. And Piper, thank you for hanging out with us.
Can you say bye?
So you can follow Becky Webb on rootedblessings.com and me on ulalavender.com. Thanks, Becky.
Thanks, Chrissy.